In this video, we will create and customize our menu items in the navigation bar. Here you can see that in the navigation bar, there are 4 words: home, about, portfolio, and contact. And I will link these 4 words to 4 different pages, and we will make the other pages in the next video. We can make these text into link by just selecting the text and then in the properties panel and in the link bar type in the link to which you want to. But I can also select the text in the code view. Selecting the split view, here you can see that in the navigation tag we can see our 4 text. First of all, delete all the spaces between the text. And then I will select the home text and I can make this text a link. So let's come to the properties, and here you can see that it is saying you have made some changes into the code and refresh it. So just click on the refresh and in the link select index.html. As we know that this is our first web page, mean it is our home page. So selecting that, hit the enter key, and in the code view here you can see that an anchor tag has been applied across this home text, and the starting anchor tag is referring to index.html page. And also take a look in the design view and you can see that the color of the home text has been changed into red because we have set the color of the link to be red. As you can see that at the bottom of the web page, here you can see the text which we converted into links, and also we changed their colors into red. Now let's come to the code view and select the about text. Selecting the about text, go to the properties and in the link type in here about.html. Again, we will create these web pages in the next video. Hit the enter key and select the third one. Go to the properties panel and in the link type here portfolio.html. Hit the enter key and select the 4th text, and in the link type in here contact.html. Hit the enter key, and now you can see that in the design view every word is changed into link and the color of the text has been changed into red. And now come to the code view and make these links easy to view. And for this I'll shift every link to the new line. So hit the enter and the first link ends here and the second link starts from here. And I will insert my cursor here and hit the enter. Same for the third one and the 4th one. Now it's easy to understand these links. The next thing I want is to change the style of the menu items. As you can see that the text is at the right top of the navigation bar, and I want this text to be at right center of the navigation bar. And for this I can change the styles of the anchor tag. But if I do this, what will happen? These styles will also be applied at these links, and I don't want to apply these styles on these links. And to achieve my goal, I will create a new class here, and I will apply that class to these 4 menu items. Let's create a new class. In the selectors, click on the plus sign to create a new class, and we know that a class starts with dot. Enter the dot here and create a new class with the name of menu. Hit the enter key and our class has been created. Now let's come to the code view, and in the code view I will apply that class to all the links, and I will insert that class in the anchor tags, and I will insert my cursor just before this arrow symbol. So click here and you can see that my cursor is blinking at that position. And now I can insert the menu class here. Hit the spacebar and we can see the different styles which we can enter here, and we want here class. So as you can see that the class has been highlighted. So hit the enter key and you can see that it automatically fills all the requirements for inserting a class. And now it's showing me that which class do you want to insert here. And we know that we have created two classes. The first one was the fancy we used for the intellectually elegant text. And the second one is we have just created, and that is the menu. I will choose the menu and then I will select the menu, hit the enter key. I can do the same with the second one. But another quick method is to select this text and then copy this text and insert your cursor just before arrow symbol, hit the space and in the edit select the paste. Do the same with the third one, insert your cursor just before the arrow symbol, enter the space and then in the edit select the paste. Same for the fourth one. And turn on the design view. Now we are in our design view and in the selector select the menu class, and no style has been defined in this class. And in the properties, first of all, change its position from static to relative, and then change its display from inline to inline block. And now change its width by selecting the pixel, and also for the height selecting the pixel. And now change the values. Let's increase its value to say about 55 pixel, and now increase its height to say about 23 pixel. Turn on the live view to view these changes. As we have made some dimensions of the menu class, in the live view we can see that we will have to change the background of this class. Select the menu in the selectors, so go to background and then change it to some lighter red and then hit the enter key, and now you can see the background which is just behind our links. Why I am making background behind our text? Because I also want another style that when I hover on the menu links, their background should be changed into red. Selecting the menu, now come to the padding of the menu class, and here is the padding. Increase its upper padding to say 6 pixel, and now you can see that our text is in center of the navigation bar. This is what I was talking about. And now rest of my work is just for the background of the menu items. Now let's increase its bottom padding to say 5 pixels so that it covers the height of the navigation bar. If you are working along with me, then make sure that your navigation should have the same height as of my navigation bar. To show you the height of the navigation bar, click on the navigation, and then here you can see that the height of my navigation bar is 34 pixels. If you are working along with me and inserting the same values which I am inserting, then make sure that our navigation height should match. Now let's come to the menu, and in the padding section, increase its right padding 8 pixels. Now you can see that our text is in the center of the backgrounds, but there is a space between these links, and we can remove these spaces in the margin by just click and decreasing it to say -5 pixel. And also the right edge of the contact link should be matched with the navigation right corner, and for this we'd have to change the position of the menu class. Select it to pixels, and now you can see that our navigation position is changing. So select that aligns with the navigation right edge, and that is 4 pixel for my web page. And now if I turn off my background by selecting the background in the properties and then select the delete or remove CSS property. If I click on it, then you can see our menu items without background. And I want the property of menu class that whenever I hover on these links, their background should be changed into red. And I can achieve this by 2 methods. The first one is to create a new selector with the dot menu :hover. And the second method is to create an animation. And I just love to work on the animations. And to create an animation, go to the window and here the CSS transitions panel. If I click on it, then you can see this transition panel. So here you can see that a plus sign is here. And by clicking on the plus sign, you can create a new animation. And you can create as many as you want. So let's create a new animation. Click on the plus icon, and in the targeted rule, you have to select the selector that on which selector do you want to apply this transition. And as we want this for our menu, so select the menu class, and in the transition on, this is the action that on which action do you want to activate the transition. And I want this transition to be activated on when I hover on it. Selecting the hover, and I want a different transition for each properties. Selecting that, and now I can add a new property. And if I click on it, then you can see different properties of the transitions. I want to change the background color of the menu class whenever I hover over on it. Understand? So selecting the background color and then select the duration of the transition, means how long do you want the transition to be activated. And let's select it 0.5 second. You can also select the millisecond if you like to. Then you have to select the end value, and I want the end value to be red. Selecting that, now create animation. And now in the transition panel, you can see animation has been applied all the menu items, and these are 4. You can see the 4. Now I can get rid of this transition panel by just clicking on this cross button, but you can also add this transition panel in your workspace. So I don't want. Now let's check our page. And for this, go to the file and select all related files, and then preview this web page in Firefox. So here is our web page. Now let's check our menu items. Look at that. I just love this transition. When I hover on this contact menu, look at the background of this contact link is being changed, and its color is being changed into white, and that is the property of the link. And same is for the other links. And now these menu items are looking great. Now let's come to the Dreamweaver window, and now let's check our other links. So here are our other links. Whenever I hover over on them, you can see that their styles are basic and our menu items styles are more advanced. And from this you can also say that whenever you are using the same tag for the different times, but if you want different style for each one, then you can use the advantage of the class in that situation. As we are using the link tag or the anchor tag for our menu items and also for these links, but their styles are different because we used a class for the menu items and we defined the styles to that class. So this was the basic method of creating and stylizing the menu items. And there is another method of creating menu items, and that is by downloading the menu items from the internet and then import that menu items in your web page. Let me show you how. So here I am in my browser. Then type in here for CSS menu. And then you will see tons of result. Let's open the first one. And here in this website, you can see different designs of CSS menu. In fact, you can also see the categories of CSS menu like drop down, vertical, bar, accordion, flyout. Let's choose this one. So when you open this, then you can see its design here. And you can also see the download link of this CSS menu bar. Let's download this. Now I'm gonna take you to my PC to show you how to use this CSS menu bar. So here I am at my desktop and you can see here the source zip file which I have just downloaded. Let's extract this file here. So right click on it and then extract here. You need a 7-zip or WinRAR to extract this. So extract here, and here you can see the CSS menu folder. Let's open this. And this looks like some kind of web page. Let's open this HTML document in Firefox. You can see that this is a web page and consisting only this menu bar. Let's check out the design. When I hover over, you can see the background color of the items is being changed. There is another option. When I hover on the products, you can see it has some additional items. And when I hover on one of additional item, then you can see that it has more items. But the question is that how can I use this menu bar in my web page? So there can be two methods. The first one is to edit this web page. Keep the menu bar same as it is, just change its links and then add your web page content in this blank page. And the second method is to use its source code, copy that source code and then paste that into your web page. Let me show you. So here you can see the source files of this web page. It has some JavaScript and it has also styles. If I take a look at the source code of HTML document, so I'm gonna right click on it and then open this with WordPad. And you can see here its construction is just like a complete web page. You can see the doc type here and it has also head tag and also its body tag. Whenever you want to insert this, then you need to copy its body items in your web page, and that is here because you already have a construction of an HTML document. Let's open the style CSS file, and that is here. Open this with WordPad, and here you can see all of styles which has been used in this page. Copy and paste these styles from this CSS file to your main CSS file, and same you can do with this JavaScript file. You can link this JavaScript file in your web page, or you can copy this code and paste this code into your main JavaScript file. So this is the method of making menu items or menu bar. You can create your own menu items or you can download them from internet. Choice is yours.